Now this last thing's entirely a nitpick, and I will not hold it against the anime. But I can't deny that it does kill the mood when going into this anime, and that's its title. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? With a title like that, wouldn't you assume that this anime is some type of romantic comedy about this really narcissistic and arrogant guy who thinks he's like the greatest warrior in the world, goes into a dungeon, just starts hitting up girls instead of like fighting enemies and kind of gets his ass kicked in? Wouldn't that make for a rather interesting romantic comedy? Something in the same likeness of Heaven's Lost Property and Yurisen Yatsura. When I went into this anime, that's exactly what I thought. Like, oh, it's gonna be like this really either perverted or narcissistic guy who tries to hit on every girl but gets rejected and has this one girl that's kind of always by his side. I thought that's what the anime was gonna be like, not this very adventure action drama piece where this really timid average kind of main character is the lead and is embarrassed to talk to girls. Not only that, he doesn't pick up a single girl in the dungeon. And I know what a lot of you are going to say, well, what about the first episode? He kind of picks up eyes, but no, he doesn't. He runs away and he tells that one elf girl at the guild, like, hey, saw this really cute girl, oh, I wish I could have talked to her. That's not picking her up. If he was picking her up, he could have been like, hey, baby, how's it going? I'm going to defeat that Minotaur later, you know, with this big blade. How about it? The title itself is really misleading. It makes it seem like this anime might be a romantic over-the-top comedy when it turns out to be a rather light comedy with more action-adventure elements and drama than actual romantic comedy. Yeah, sure, there's romantic comedy elements, but they're very secondary. Everything else is primary. Action, adventure, drama, that's the main focus of the anime, not the romance. So you gotta change that title. That title is not fitting for this anime. And I think because of the title, it kind of killed my vibe when going into the anime. Like when I saw the first episode, I got really excited, like, oh man, we're gonna have a really funny anime. What is this? This seems a bit more serious than I expected. I mean, there's some funny elements, but this is serious shit. I mean, what is this? This is the anime I was looking forward to? They just really need to change that title to something more fitting, like Gods and Dungeons or something like that. That title just seems more like a romantic comedy title than it does an action-adventure title, in my opinion.